Back home now, an offender support group says teachers should be trained to recognise mental illnesses in children to help steer them away from crime. It says the road to imprisonment is becoming the default path for the mentally ill.
This is one prisoner's account of life behind bars, as told to a Mental Health Coalition conference.
Prisons are absolutely full of them. And in Yatala, they get taunted, they get bashed because they're crazy.
The Offenders Aid and Rehabilitation Service helped organise the forum. It says the mentally ill are increasingly falling into criminal behaviour in a similar way to some who fail at school.
A failure in that system can often end up in people ending up in the criminal justice system. Failures in treatment and services for people with mental illness are just the same.
About a third of the state's prisoners have a mental illness, according to the Australian Institute of Health and Welfare. Legal expert Sarre says about the same proportion are remandees, the highest rate in the country. And those who land in both categories, he says, are often falling between the cracks.
If they're a danger to themselves or a danger to others, prison becomes the natural place for them. But if they're there for a short period of time, they won't get any treatment.
The government says early intervention is the key, but often the mental conditions go undetected.
You don't necessarily know somebody's mentally unwell till something happens which brings them to the attention of either the health system or some other service.
Leigh Garrett believes more should be done in school.
Certainly awareness raising amongst the teaching population about the onset and the sorts of things they might see in children that might be predictors of mental illness.
He says it should be similar to the training which helps teachers identify signs of abuse. Brice, ABC News, Adelaide.